So remember how I said this next week is going to be rough? Well, it didn't start out that way. It actually started out really fun. That next week at the MTC was so cool. It started snowing, so it was so pretty. And we went to so many different devotionals and different classes. The moment that I got there, I was learning so many new amazing things. The whole time we were on campus, it almost felt like we were at the temple. We weren't, we were just at the MTC campus, but that's what it felt like. While we were there, excited and learning and very distracted, I noticed something was wrong while I was on the way to the temple that day. I was having so much fun learning, and I was so distracted that I had stopped doing certain things to take care of myself. I started to notice that something was wrong. I didn't feel very good. I started to get a really bad sore throat. I developed a cough that scared my companions pretty bad. They thought I was dying. I kind of thought that it was just me adjusting to the climate, that it was so much more dry there that I just needed to drink some more water. Until we went to the doctor's office that they had there. They told me that I had an upper respiratory infection that developed into bronchitis. It was pretty bad, and that I needed to take it easy and relax, or I wasn't going to be able to leave the MTC at the time that I was supposed to. To make it so that no one else would get sick, and so that I would recover quicker, they essentially put me on bed rest, but that didn't quite work out with all of the different classes that I had to go to. Also, a few days before that, we had begun TRCs, where we were teaching random volunteers about the gospel who may already have been members, may have not, may have already known about the gospel, may have not. We didn't know, we just started practicing teaching with them. And I was gonna teach someone the gospel, dang it! Now, it didn't take very long before I got really tired. I was getting really run down, and I really needed to stop and rest. But I just didn't want to, and my companions were all gung-ho for continuing to teach, so we just kept going. And one day, I was way too tired, and I legit fell down the stairs. I got a little bit ran over, but it was fine. I did not have a very good day. So, let's recap. I'm dying of bronchitis, so I literally feel like I'm suffocating. I've fallen down the stairs, and I'm so far away from my family. I legit thought I was dying. It sucked. I am so dramatic. You might not be able to tell, but this is me laughing. I'm not crying, I promise. It was not even the next day when we found out that half our district was leaving. Something had happened with their plane ride or their plane ticket, and they had to go now. So they packed up and got ready to leave the next day. So I'm dying, and one of my companions is leaving me. I was just rough. I was a train wreck. When they headed out that night, we had no idea what they did or where they went. All we knew was that every once in a while they would send us a super cute picture like this. And then just a few days later, we were going out too. That was both so cool and so terrifying all at once. We left at 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even get to sleep. And trying to figure out how to navigate an airport and a bunch of different train stations and trams and buses. But eventually, we got there. We're alive. We got on the plane and we landed in Alabama. So yeah, my MTC experience was a pretty interesting adventure, wouldn't you say? It has a very special spot in my heart. Next week we're going to talk about when I got to Alabama and I met my trainer, Sister Brittany.